he finished third. He led the points, and Denny Hamlin still couldn't let it go. Not the finish, not the podium. What happened on lap 47, that's what he came on his podcast to talk about. If you can't punch someone in the face without getting a fine, then you've got to let people self-police on the racetrack. That's Denny Hamlin, Cup Series points leader, and he's telling you NASCAR's discipline system is broken. Here's why that matters to every driver in that garage. If Hamlin's right, the sport has no real deterrent left. No fear of consequences, just drivers settling scores at 180 miles an hour in traffic with everyone else caught in the middle. That's the world Shane van Gisbergen and Austin Hill just showed us. So let's go back, because this didn't start at Chicagoland. It started at Pocono. 3-wide battle. Austin Hill squeezes Shane van Gisbergen into the wall. 2 weeks later, San Diego. SVG is the favorite to win. Hill misses a corner on a restart. Triggers a pileup. SVG's car destroyed. NASCAR's response, nothing. No penalty, no statement, no consequence at all. So the story sits there, unresolved, waiting. Then comes Chicagoland, lap 47. Both cars buried deep in the field, fighting for 28th place, a spot that means nothing on the scoreboard. SVG waits, he finds Hill in turn 3, and he drives straight into his left rear. Hill's day is over. On the spot. That's not racing incident language, that's a message sent on purpose in front of the whole field. And it's exactly the moment Denny Hamlin couldn't stop thinking about. Here's the thing. Hamlin isn't defending what SVG did. Not exactly, he understands why it happened. He just hates how it happened. His actual proposal is specific. Don't touch anyone at speed. Save it. When the race ends, walk over to their pit box. Handle it face to face. Get heated if you have to, but do it on your own 2 feet, not in a 1,500 kilogram car doing 180. His logic? If a driver knows a confrontation is waiting for him after the checkered flag, he thinks twice before wrecking someone in the first place. Right now, none of that exists. Security shows up, teens get in the way. Then everybody goes home. And nothing actually happened, so the score doesn't get settled. It gets carried straight into the next week's race. And here's what makes this bigger than one podcast rant. Denny Hamlin has said this before, almost word for word. Go back to 2015. Martinsville. Matt Kenseth deliberately wrecks Joey Logano. NASCAR suspends Kenseth for it. Hamlin publicly defended that suspension. NASCAR.com ran the headline, Hamlin, Kenseth simply upholding driver's code. His quote from that day, there's an unspoken driver code. I feel like the driver code that's been established since racing began 100 years ago is more compromised now than ever. 10 years later, different drivers, same argument from the same man. That code isn't written down anywhere, but every veteran in that garage knows it. You bump me, I can bump you back. You wreck me, I wreck you. Proportional, give and take. What you don't do under Hamlin's code is put someone in the wall under caution when they can't defend themselves. And that's Hamlin's real complaint. It's not about lap 47. It's not even really about SVG or Hill. It's that the code itself is breaking down. Tougher cars, a format that rewards recklessness. A generation of drivers, he's saying, that stopped honoring the deal that used to keep the sport policed on its own terms. He finished third at Chicagoland. He leads the Cup Series standings. By every measure, it was a good day for Denny Hamlin. The anger wasn't about his day at all. So here's what actually matters. The points leader in the Cup Series just said on the record that NASCAR's justice system doesn't work, and the drivers are being forced to police themselves because nobody else will. Here's the angle you might have missed. Hamlin isn't asking NASCAR to crack down harder. He's asking for less policing during the race, not more, and more accountability after it. That's the opposite of what you'd expect from the guy currently leading the points. So here's the question worth asking. Is this really about lap 47 at Chicagoland, or is Denny Hamlin using SVG and Hill to say something about where this entire sport is headed? If you want to know how this plays out before anyone else does, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, because the driver's code Hamlin's talking about, that story is not finished.